Today, let's see how to come up with a lockdown schedule for your children and help your child engage productively in this lockdown. It's been 2 years since we are in this lockdown, and we have this trouble of engaging the kids productively throughout the day. So, let's share some information in this video, and that will help you come up with a schedule for your child. In this lockdown, children are at home most of the time. They are equally stressed out as we are. In addition, if we expect them to sit for speech sessions, it's even more stressful for them. So let's see how we can engage them in a fun way without stressing them out and without stressing ourselves. Most of the parents complain the fact that many behaviors that the child stopped long time back is coming back during this lockdown and has become more aggressive now. Experts say that since child is not in a proper defined schedule and doesn't know what to expect next, the child is showing the behaviors what we are seeing now. So these are not permanent, this is just a temporary ones. So, making a proper schedule and doing some activities that will engage them productively will help them come out of the new behaviors. So, have listed down information on how to make the day with a proper schedule plan in this video so that the child knows what to expect next and also how to make them engage in a productive way. Here are few things. It can be of any order. Prepare a schedule with any of these activities and follow the same every day. Sensory time. If you can find sand and stone that is used for house construction, please get that and keep it at home. If you think your child will eat sand, then just get this stone. The stone and sand are one of the best sensory materials which the child can use. You can sit and play with them for some time and just allow them to play for some time. This is one of the best sensory method to calm down your child. You can take up this before child's bathing schedule. Whenever you think you have other household work or could not engage him, then this is one thing you can give the child. So this will help them calm down so they will find peace in playing with sand and stone. Similarly, other things that you can use are wheat, raw wheat, sand clay, kinetic clay, finger millet. There are some Kido's crystal soil jelly, water beads. So if you put the water beads in the water, it will become a soft jelly kind of things. So these are all perfect sensory materials which either you can sit with the child or the child alone can sit and spend her time. Playtime. People play. People play is nothing but a play which you do without a toy. Choose a time of the day where you do this people play. During this time, no questions to child. Just enjoy her childhood and play with her. Maybe choose afternoon time after lunch. Either you or anyone can sit with the child and play. Some of the examples are spinning the child on chair. Two people can hold her hands and legs and then swing left and right. If you can find one more adult or another adult, you can play this game called a chocolate biscuit. Draw a line on the floor. The child stands on one side of the line. If you say chocolate, she has to jump front. If you say biscuit, the child has to jump back. So say the biscuit and chocolate in a fast way. Try to handhold her initially because she might not understand. So this way the child will be engaged productively. Another people game would be take a blanket, let the child lie down in the blanket. Then two people can take the blanket and swing right and left, saying the word swing, swing. Do this for a while and stop. And again do it if the child shows interest to do it again. Give some pastime every time. If the child reaches out to you, do it again. Then good. Even if it is not, again do it for some more times and keep it fun. Practical transformation teaching time. This part of the time, try to show something that transforms from one form to another form in front of child's eye. Planting. Get a pot, sand and a seed. Choose a sand that can grow within few days. This way, the plant will grow within few days and child will be happy to see that. Let him put water for that daily as one of his activity. Next is popcorn making. Get popcorn pack. Say popcorn time. Make the child cut the packet. Let the child put the corn in the cooker. Keep the cooker in the stove. Put the cooker lid upside down and wait for the popcorn to be ready. And say in an exaggerated way that popcorn is ready. Once popcorn is ready, ask the child to serve it in a plate and let him serve to everyone at home. If you're making yogurt or curd at home, show him milk and make him add some little yogurt to it and tell him that it will become yogurt in the afternoon. Later, show a set of pics of milk turning into yogurt and paste it somewhere at the wall where he can see. You can also make him do the buttermilk. First add curd, then add salt and water. Say this instruction when you do this. Let by himself do the buttermilk from the curd. Again, next transformation is wet clothes into dry clothes. So involve them in drying up the clothes. Say if you are doing it in the terrace, you can ask them to take the dress one by one and give it to you. Another person can handhold by taking the dress and running to you and giving the dress to you along with the child. Once the clothes are dry, you can help him take out all the dresses. You both can sit and fold the dresses and keep it in the cupboard. Another activity you can teach is rice making if you're doing it in the cooker. You can ask your child to wash and clean the rice with water. Let him add cups of water to the rice. Handhold him to close the cooker and turn on the stove. Both of you can add the number of whistles, count the number of whistles you get, and finally you off the stove and say the rice is ready. Once rice is ready, you open it and show it to him. Just be safe. Next is cooking time. In this, you can sit with him and cook something together. Things like dosa making, chapati, cooking sambar, jelly making, salad making, cake, or any dish you make. You just ensure that you keep all the ingredients ready, and you can ask your child to add one by one. You can make them to mix safely if they are feeling restless between adding the two ingredients. Next important thing is OT time. OT brushing and joint compression. It's called 5 minutes therapy. Just make it a point that you do OT brushing and joint compression 3 to 4 times a day. Together, it should not take more than 5 minutes. The time you start the brushing and you finish the joint compression should be only 5 minutes. Check with your OT person also on how to do this, in addition to the information what I am going to give. See this picture carefully. Check with your OT person also if you are doing it in the right way. Do from top to bottom of the arms, legs and back. So the brush should start from the top and should end in the back. You should not go from back to bottom to top. Follow with a quick 10 minutes joint compression after the brushing. The instruction is given in the picture. You can also check with your OT persons. Next is thinking stimulation activities. Cards. Arrange the cards in a square shape like below and give below instructions. Take red 9, take 6 black. Give instructions in a way that child has to move his eyes left and right for every instruction. Likewise, ask different combination of numbers and colors. Another adult can model initially if the child couldn't follow the instructions. These are all playing cards. Next, thinking stimulation activity. If the child knows left right direction, use this puzzle. Don't give all the pieces at the same time. Give one piece at a time. So whenever you give one piece, give a direction which he has to follow. For example, keep one triangle puzzle to his left and say take triangle on your right hand. Keep square puzzle to his right and say take square on your left hand. Keep circle piece to his right and say take circle on your right hand. Keep circle piece to his right again and say take circle on your left hand. So keep changing the direction so that child has to think every time and do every time. Say the instructions fast like triangle on your left, square on your right, circle on your right. Likewise, you keep the pieces based on what direction you are going to say. If you are saying it right, keep it on the right side. Next is speech therapy time. Spend some half an hour to 45 minutes for speech therapy at home. If possible, sit along with another adult so the child will not be under pressure to perform. Use any of the activities or strategies in my previous videos or work on the speech goals set by your therapist. Do it in a way that you are not stressing the child again. Next, family meal time. Important. Make it a point that you all sit together for the meal time and let him try to eat by himself during that meal time. Even if he eats few bites of the food, that is okay. Once you're all done with the meal, say after half an hour, you can give him something to fulfill his appetite. But get this practice of sitting with everyone and having the meal together. To start with, give him some food he likes so that he can eat independently. Next is brain gym activities. Do this before your speech activity so that children is little calm down. First activity is cross crawl. So read out the instructions like the child has to touch the right hand on the left knee and left hand on the right knee. The same thing can be done on the back side of the legs, and they can use their elbows crossways also, that comes under cross crawl. Lazy 8. Extend your arms straight out in front of you. It should be equal to your shoulder level with your thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Slowly and smoothly trace the shape 8 of a large figure 8. While drawing the 8, try to focus your eyes on the thumb. Back cross crawls, arm circles, draw horizontal 8 as shown in the picture. So you can draw and you can ask your child to draw the same 8. So I'll put a separate video on complete list of brain gym activities. To start with, you can use these 3 to 5 activities which I have mentioned under the brain gym. Now that we know different times of the day like sensory time, people play, OT time, brain gym time, etc. Now come up with a schedule for the whole week. You don't need to do everything on the same day. Choose activities that can be done on certain days and make the schedule and let the child know it in the morning that it is her schedule. Take a visual pics and paste it in one below the other order and show it to your child. So hope this was helpful. Thank you and subscribe.